24 years of age. 24 years of age. Wow. That's quite a long time. 24 is a strange year because, you know, you're like 4 years into adulthood and you've lived on the planet for like another 20 oddish years. Yeah, it's honestly a blessing to be alive, and I thank Jesus for it a lot. Yes, you might have guessed it, this video is going to be about Jesus. If you aren't a fan or feel uncomfortable with hearing his name, feel free to just skip this video. But if you stayed, welcome. 24 is that age where you're in life currently, where you have lived 4 years in your adulthood and you've been alive for another 20 oddish years, but it's like not even 30 years old, so you still have quite a while to go. I apologize for the background noise. I'm currently walking to a park near me just to play some Pokemon Go. But yeah, I thought this video definitely needs to come out today because, yeah, I just need to share the gospel. I mean, my name, Matthew, is not a coincidence. I mean, my parents named me Matthew when I was born. And Matthew in the Bible is Jesus' disciple. So it's important that I be a disciple of Jesus and share his word. But my word, I can say this much: in your 20s, it doesn't get any easier. But the blessing of life is that you learn to humble and you learn from mistakes and you just can live life. It's honestly, it's a blessing. So, but as I walk here today at 24, I'm just so blessed to know Jesus and to walk with him in faith. It's not an easy thing. It's really not. And one day I will meet him face to face, and I will, as everyone else will be judged. So yeah, Judgment Day is a thing, and we mustn't sleep on it. If you don't know Jesus today, you need to own up and confess, you know. I'm not that type of person either that forces people to know Jesus or anything like that. I'm just the messenger that states, you know, what the truth is in the world. Because sadly the devil is a cunning and sly, evil devil that is very amongst us today. So if you're watching this video and didn't skip, pay attention. Through my 24 years, I've really had to deal with a lot of shit. Yes, a lot of things happened in my years so far, but December was when I was truly saved. I know it's one of those stories where people are like, but how? You know, like, how do you even find Jesus in life? Well, the good news is that he can come anytime. In my case, I had really hit rock bottom, and that it was a Friday of December last year, and I remember it so clearly. I was like, that Friday morning, my boss one day let me go, and she was like, you know what, I want you to spread your wings and follow your passion, which is massage. And that was the day when so many emotions came over me. I was happy because now I'm starting a new adventure and it's a passion. I was sad because now I'm leaving a job that I actually got comfortable in. And I felt confused because, you know, like, what am I going to do now? And I felt scared because, you know, businesses starting up is not easy. But eventually, yeah, that night I decided to go out clubbing because that was all I knew back in 2024 December. And I went off a mate and we had a couple of drinks, we had a vibe. I'm the type of guy who loves dancing, so literally I don't even need a drink to have a vibe. But it all went decent, drank to my sorrows and whatnot. And then suddenly it hit me at midnight on a Saturday morning in December last year. It all hit me suddenly. It was like this feeling that I just got hit by, like, it's so hard to explain. It's like as if someone sort of hits you with a ball or something, but it's like that feeling where you just suddenly wake up. Like someone pulls you from a sleep or something like that. That's what it felt like for me. And I just remember I had like eyes tearing, and I just had like it's a hard thing to explain. Now we're in the beautiful park finally in Cuban Park, but suddenly I was just like, yeah, something had just hit me, and I just knew after that day I was never the same. It was like Jesus just opened my eyes to life, and it was like a fever dream almost. Suddenly nothing really mattered to me anymore, and at that moment I just surrendered my life to Jesus right there at the club. And that night I went to bed like saying, you know, Jesus, please, like, I only need you and you're all I need. And I was like, I've finally been open to the world's true brokenness. And I just remember after that day, I just had that prayer, and it was like life became so much more at peace. I know it's crazy, and that might sound like a psycho or something now, but it's just honestly the truth. I mean, look around you. Isn't this beautiful nature in a park? Dogs playing, kids shouting, joy, just getting some sunlight. What a way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Getting some sunlight, chatting on a phone as if someone's in front of me. It's honestly beautiful. Life is beautiful. And I just know that life is going to get way more beautiful, and there's no other way to put it. Oh, the beauty of sound. I think seeing parks around. Maybe we could take a pathway this way. There's a lot of sunlight. Yeah, guys, life is honestly precious, and it's important to live. We mustn't let small things determine our failures, or whatever it may be. Look at this grass that we just walking in. Ah, yeah, at least the video's still going. Okay, cool. It's back on. But yeah, it's just beautiful, this nature. I mean, look at the ground. Look at the birds. Look at the sky. How can geologists and like scientists really argue that there's no God who made all of this? I mean, as human beings, our minds are so small, like peanuts, and it's crazy to think that we just deny and deny that there is a God that actually made all the heavens and the earth. I mean, I used to think like that as well, obviously, but like, honestly, what can stand against us if we for Jesus? Seriously, guys, that's my question. And why is our church faith split up into different churches? It's just honestly stupid. It's so stupid. That's the thing I keep telling myself, like, don't we all worship the same God? And now why do we have to all split up into different views? It doesn't get any easier. The day you actually surrender to yourself and to God is the day you are actually set free from the sins in this world. Yes, doesn't mean that as Christians life gets any easier. It just means we get stronger and we start understanding the brutal truth of life. But yeah, guys, I mean, look around you. It's life, it's happiness. I cannot fathom how people don't love Jesus, knowing what He's created, which is the world and the trees and the earth and the skies. I mean, if you want to read the Bible, start from Genesis. Genesis 1 says, God, in the beginning, there was darkness. There was no light. There was literally only the waters and God floating above it. And then obviously Genesis goes into discussing how the world was made in 7 days. It's just beautiful. How can people argue against what the Bible says? And the problem is Bibles are differently written by different people, but that's also something we all have to discover for ourselves, like what is right and wrong. Guys, appreciate life and live life. Stop being anxious. Stop being anxious. Stop being, what's the word I'm looking for? Scared of trying to live out life, honestly. Just live and enjoy the beauty of life that God's given us. We as people aren't meant to be trapped in the house all day by sitting. Yes, certain times it's okay to maybe take a day off in a week if you really are feeling like long bottom, but it's important to just get out there and honestly just experience life as it is. The older I get, the more I realize that life is actually important to spend outdoors. I mean, who wouldn't want to come into this beautiful like garden or car or beach? It's crazy. I mean, at a point in my life I was mostly stuck at home because maybe finances aren't good, but even at my current state where I'm in between jobs, I'm building up a massage business, at least I'm humble and I'm thanking God for still blessing me with life. And now I walk in the faith stronger than ever. My past is my past. I've left it. I can't fathom how much you will actually start to let go of the future and live in the present. That's why, like, best thing about being a Christian is just the blessings that Jesus gives you every day. And that's why I've started to live for Jesus and leave the world. The world will never give you happiness. It steals your joy, and yeah, I can't really fathom, guys. Just like how Job was like wiped, well, not wiped, but as it says, Job's one of the best books in the Bible because we know Job's story if you've read it. Job had family, friends, a good cattle, and everything was going well for him. And one day, the devil said to God, I think Job only is living well for you because, you know, he's got everything going for him. And basically, God allowed the devil to take everything away from Job. His family, his friends, his cattle, everything passed. But eventually, Job, in the midst of the worst things, still had God. And the devil was so surprised that Job, in the midst of all he had lost, Job still was thankful and blessing God in the midst of his worst times. And in the end, God blessed Job with way more than he first had. So it's just, that's the beauty of living for God. You will take away things at a point in your life, but if you stay true and honor God and be thankful for the things you still have, which is living for Him and whatnot, He will bless you way more. And yeah, it's not always just about getting blessings, but just live for God, guys. Repent, live with Jesus, and you will never look back on this old life you had.